Hey, we sitting out here in the marina. I'm getting ready to talk to Hank about that strange little boat that I got the video on. So check it out. Hey, Hank, tell me about your boat, man.
Okay. I'll try to tell you about something that would make it interesting for people who may not know about the boat and who like to sail. And that is, the boat is an interesting boat. It's made in England. My boat was made in 1984. He's been making them since 1978. The guy who designed the boat, this guy's name was John Watkinson. He was a member of the Royal Navy. He retired, and in the early 60s he built something called the Drascombe lugger. And the reason it was called the Drascombe lugger was because it had a lug rig, and he built it on his farm in Drascombe, Barton, England. And that's why they got the manufacturer's name Drascombe. But other than that, he died in 1989, but they're still building the boat today. So my particular boat, there's about 500 of them built worldwide right now, and it's the smallest boat that they ever made. His boat building actually became quite successful, but it was successful for a boat that was a little bit larger than this one. It was a two-master. It was called a Drascombe lugger, and this one was just made. He made this one just because he wanted something that people could single hand, and that's what I enjoy doing, is taking it out and seeing what she can do, and maybe going fishing. Like today, I went fishing with a friend of mine, and we spent 4 hours in the boat this afternoon. It was quite interesting. It was quite wonderful.
Well, tell me about the keel on the boat. I noticed it's got 3 keels.
Okay, it's got 3 keels. It only draws. This is again for people who might not know about the boat, who are interested in it. It only draws 15 inches of water, so it really goes in really shallow places. It's got a triple keels on it. It has 2 outboard keels on it and one centerboard keel, and the centerboard keel actually has water in the bilge that actually will help it with the ballast on it. But with the 3 keels, what it does in England, especially in the North Sea where they have 15 or 16 foot tides, you'll come into a town and you'll anchor, and then you'll come back out after having dinner, and your boat will be high and dry on the rocks. And the way this boat is built, with 3 keels, it just stays level on the rocks.
I understand that you guys went out and you beached the boat today at Goat Island. Tell us about that.
Okay, yeah. Today we went fishing, and we went around this island, maybe 10 or 12 acre island, and we went around on the outside, and on the back side of it there's a couple of beaches, and I ran up on one of the beaches and we just beached the boat. The boat's beachable. Once you get on the beach, you just push it back out and take off again. It's very easy. The thing about this one, it's called a Drascombe Scaffie, and it's only 14 feet 9 inches long. It's 5 feet 9 inches wide. It only draws 15 inches. She weighs about 460 pounds, and she has 100 square feet of sail. So what happens is she's very responsive in the wind, and she goes really fast with 100 square feet of sail. So guys like me who are sailors actually enjoy sailing a sailing dinghy like this one because she is so fast and maneuverable.
Well, you mentioned the sails. Tell me about that rig, that rigging.
Okay, the rig is a little bit different.
Right.
Okay, as you might have seen in the video, it's a, people will call it a gaff rig boat, but it's not really a gaff rig boat. It's a lug rig boat. The mainsail is on a yard, which is that long arm that holds the sail up, and that yard is what pulls up to the top of the mast, and then by pulling one end of the yard down, the other end of the yard goes up even higher than the mast, and gives us the huge sail area that we enjoy in that Scaffie. So the boat's quite fast, and especially responsive in really light winds like it was today.
Can you put an engine on it?
Yes, and the other thing I do is I have a 2.5 horsepower Suzuki that I put on board, and that's what I'll take on trips or something. But right now, I just put it in the water, and we're just rowing her out and putting the sail up. We don't even need a motor.
Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. One more thing about the boat. How does she point in the wind on the points of sail?
Okay, on a lug rig boat is very much like a Chinese junk rig boat. The only difference is a Chinese junk will have fully battened sails all the way out, and might have another 10 or 15 feet of sail further out on the one side, on the windward side of the or the leeward side of the sail, and because it's lug rigged, it's very ancient, but it's very, very powerful. It needs a small, short mast, and even though the mast is short, once I get it to the top of the mast, the lug rig, by pulling down on the yard, I can get the sail to go up another 6 or 7 feet higher than the top of the mast, and that's what gives it all the sail area.
Well, you said they're still making the boats now, right? You said they got about 600 out there? No.
Well, there's a little bit less than 500. There's somewhere
okay.
between 400 and 500 built.
So it's like a good river boat, what we in the river like here. But how do you think that boat would handle on the open ocean? Oh, it's a little shaky, huh?
All right, no. Actually, the boat was made for the open ocean. The boat was made, like I said, in the northeast side of England on the coast, and that's the North Sea, and all the way up to Scotland and below. Everything in the North Sea is, the tides are very, very high. They're like 15, 16 feet every day, and the boat is made for that kind of ocean sailing.
That's good, man. Well, anyway, thanks a lot, man. I'm glad you shared that information with us.
I'm glad. Take a look at it. There's not just me on the web. There's other places that have the boat on the web. There's where you can actually see films of the boat going at faster than hull speed, because this boat is so light that it actually will skim across the water, so it'll sail as fast as sailboats that are twice as big as this sailboat.
Well, answer me one more question. What's the name of it again?
Okay, the name of it is the manufacturer's name is Drascombe.
Drascombe.
And Drascombe, Drascombe.
Okay.
And the model name is Scaffie, and it is the smallest boat that John Watkinson ever designed. So I have a designer boat that's a 15-foot boat.
That's good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.